The first time I met Jenny was at a friend's house party. It was one of those bustling gatherings where laughter echoed off the walls, and the music throbbed in sync with the beat of my heart. She stood out from the crowd effortlessly, her smile radiant and her wit sharp as a tack. We struck up a conversation near the drinks table, where she playfully teased me about my choice of beverage. Her energy was infectious, and before long, we were engrossed in a deep conversation that felt like we were the only ones in the room. I couldn't tell you how long we talked that night, but by the time the party was winding down, I knew I wanted to see her again. We exchanged numbers, and the next day I found myself eagerly waiting for a text or call from her. True to her word, Jenny messaged me in the afternoon, and we made plans to meet for coffee the following weekend. Our first official date was at a cozy cafe downtown. Jenny arrived with that same captivating smile, and over lattes and pastries, our connection deepened. She shared stories from her work as a graphic designer, her passion for travel, and her close-knit family. I found myself drawn not only to her beauty, but to her intelligence and warmth. Months flew by in a whirlwind of dates, shared adventures, and late-night conversations. It didn't take long before I knew she was the one I wanted to spend my life with. When I proposed on a quiet evening by the lake where we often went for walks, Jenny's eyes filled with tears of joy as she said yes. Our wedding was a celebration of love and happiness. Surrounded by friends and family, we exchanged vows under a canopy of flowers and twinkling lights. The early years of our marriage were everything I had hoped for and more. We settled into a routine that felt comfortable and secure, each day bringing us closer together. When Emma, our daughter, came into our lives, our joy multiplied. Jenny blossomed into motherhood with grace and tenderness, and seeing her with Emma made me fall in love with her all over again. Our little family felt complete, and I couldn't have asked for anything more. But then, subtle shifts began to occur. Jenny started working late more frequently, citing deadlines and demanding projects. At first, I brushed it off as the pressures of her career. Yet, there were nights when she seemed distant, lost in her thoughts even when we were together. I chalked it up to exhaustion and the challenges of balancing work and motherhood. It wasn't until I stumbled upon a bank statement that my suspicions intensified. Hidden among our financial records was an account I knew nothing about. Curiosity turned to concern as I delved deeper into the transactions, trying to make sense of withdrawals and deposits that didn't align with our expenses. When I confronted Jenny about it, she explained it away as a personal savings account she had started for emergencies, assuring me it was nothing to worry about. Despite her reassurances, a seed of doubt had been planted. I began to notice other changes. New friends she was vague about, evenings she claimed to spend with coworkers turning into late nights out. I wrestled with conflicting emotions, torn between trusting the woman I loved and the unsettling feeling that something was amiss. Our conversations grew strained, punctuated by long pauses and unspoken questions. I tried to bury my suspicions, focusing on our family and convincing myself that I was overthinking things. But the nagging feeling persisted, a silent shadow between us that refused to fade. As months turned into years, I became increasingly vigilant. I started keeping track of Jenny's activities, noting her comings and goings, her phone calls and messages. I hated myself for it, for doubting her, for invading her privacy, but I couldn't shake the feeling that I was missing something crucial. Then came the day when I stumbled upon a text message on her phone. The name was unfamiliar, but the words were unmistakable in their intimacy. My hands trembled as I scrolled through the conversation, piecing together fragments of a relationship that had been hidden from me. The truth hit me like a sledgehammer. Jenny had been seeing someone else behind my back, weaving a web of lies and deceit that stretched back years. Anger, hurt, and betrayal surged through me in equal measure. How could she have done this to us, to our family? I confronted her that evening, the words tumbling out in a rush of accusation and pain. Jenny's face paled as she struggled to explain herself, stumbling over apologies and justifications that fell flat against the weight of her betrayal. She admitted to the affair, tearfully confessing that she had been living a double life, compartmentalizing her feelings and actions with a skill that left me reeling. In that moment, the life we had built together shattered irreparably. The foundation of trust I had taken for granted lay in ruins, replaced by a profound sense of loss and disillusionment. As Jenny's words echoed in the silence between us, I realized that our marriage, once filled with promise and love, had been built on a fragile illusion. Now, as I look back on those tumultuous years, I grapple with the aftermath of her betrayal. Our daughter, Emma, remains the bright spot in my life, a constant reminder of the love we once shared. But the scars of Jenny's infidelity run deep, leaving me wary of trusting again, of opening my heart to someone who could so effortlessly deceive. I navigate each day with a mix of resignation and determination, rebuilding my life one shattered piece at a time. The road ahead is uncertain, but I hold on to hope that someday I will find healing and peace beyond the wreckage of a marriage that was lost to secrets and lies. The days that followed the revelation were a blur of conflicting emotions and unanswered questions. After confronting Jenny about her affair, our home became a battlefield of tense silence and terse conversations. She pleaded for forgiveness, her eyes pleading for understanding, but I couldn't bring myself to offer either. I found myself oscillating between fury and grief, unable to reconcile the woman I thought I knew with the one who had betrayed me so callously. Emma, our young daughter, remained blissfully unaware of the turmoil brewing beneath the surface, her innocent laughter a stark contrast to the heaviness in our hearts. Jenny's attempts at reconciliation ranged from tearful apologies to promises of change, but each word only served to deepen the chasm between us. Trust, once broken, seemed irreparable. I withdrew into myself, grappling with the enormity of her betrayal and the shattered dreams of our future together. As weeks turned into months, Jenny's presence in our home became a reminder of everything I had lost. I struggled to maintain a semblance of normalcy for Emma's sake, while the bitterness and resentment ate away at me from within. Friends and family offered words of comfort and support, but their well-meaning advice felt hollow against the backdrop of my shattered marriage. In my moments of solitude, I replayed our years together, searching for signs I might have missed, clues that could have forewarned me of Jenny's infidelity. The hidden bank account, the late nights at work, the newfound friends, they all took on a sinister significance in hindsight, casting doubt on the authenticity of our entire relationship. Confronting the reality of Jenny's betrayal forced me to confront uncomfortable truths about myself as well. Had I been too trusting, too complacent in my belief that our love was unbreakable? Had I turned a blind eye to the subtle shifts in our marriage, choosing to believe in the facade of happiness rather than acknowledge the cracks beneath the surface? The ache of betrayal extended beyond my marriage, seeping into every aspect of my life. Work became a refuge of sorts, a place where I could temporarily escape the turmoil at home. Yet even there, I found it difficult to concentrate, my mind consumed by thoughts of what might have been and what had been irretrievably lost. Emma, sensing the tension between her parents, sought solace in her own world of toys and imaginary friends. I cherished our moments together, desperate to shield her from the pain and uncertainty that had invaded our lives. She became my anchor in the storm, a constant reminder of the love that still existed amidst the wreckage of our family. Despite my resolve to keep my distance from Jenny, our paths inevitably crossed in the small spaces of our shared home. Awkward encounters in the kitchen or fleeting glimpses in the hallway served as painful reminders of the life we had once shared. Each interaction was laced with unspoken words and unresolved emotions, leaving us both grappling with the wreckage of our shattered marriage. As time passed, the raw edges of my anger began to soften, replaced by a weary acceptance of our new reality. Divorce loomed on the horizon, a daunting prospect that held the promise of closure and the hope of a fresh start. Legal proceedings and custody discussions loomed large, forcing us to navigate the logistics of untangling our lives while grappling with the emotional fallout of our failed marriage. Through it all, I clung to the fragments of my shattered heart, piecing together a semblance of strength and resilience. The road ahead remained uncertain, fraught with challenges and uncertainties, but I found solace in the knowledge that I was not alone. Emma, my constant source of joy and light, reminded me that despite the pain of betrayal, love endured in unexpected places. As I stood on the precipice of a new chapter in my life, I knew that healing would take time. The scars of Jenny's infidelity would forever mark our shared history, but I was determined to forge ahead with courage and grace. For Emma's sake, and for my own, I would rebuild what had been broken, finding hope amidst the wreckage of a marriage that had once promised forever. The divorce proceedings dragged on, each meeting with lawyers and mediators a painful reminder of the life we had once dreamed of together. Jenny and I navigated the legal complexities with a detached efficiency, negotiating terms of custody and division of assets as if we were strangers settling a business transaction. Amidst the paperwork and legal jargon, Emma remained the beacon of light that kept me grounded. Her laughter and innocence provided a welcome respite from the emotional turmoil that engulfed our family. I cherished our weekends together, creating new memories and forging a bond that transcended the fractured relationships around us. Outside of our cocoon of shared moments, the world continued to move forward. Friends and colleagues offered words of sympathy and support, their well-meaning gestures a testament to the love and respect we had once commanded as a couple. Yet beneath their kind words, I sensed a subtle shift in their perception of Jenny and me, as if our failed marriage had altered their view of our once-envied union. In the midst of the divorce, I found myself grappling with a profound sense of loss. It wasn't just the dissolution of our marriage that weighed heavily on my heart, but the shattered dreams and unfulfilled promises that had defined our shared future. The house we had painstakingly renovated, the vacations we had planned but never taken, the retirement savings we had diligently amassed, they all served as painful reminders of the life we had envisioned together. Jenny, too, appeared to be navigating her own emotional upheaval. Her attempts at conversation were tinged with a cautious formality, each interaction fraught with unspoken regrets and lingering resentments. We tiptoed around each other, careful not to reopen old wounds or dredge up past grievances that threatened to unravel the fragile truce we had established. As the divorce proceedings neared their conclusion, I found myself reflecting on the journey that had brought us to this point. The vibrant woman I had fallen in love with at that fateful party seemed like a distant memory, replaced by a stranger whose motivations and actions remained shrouded in uncertainty. Had I ever truly known Jenny, or had I fallen victim to the illusion of love that she had so effortlessly crafted? Questions swirled in my mind like a relentless storm, challenging my perceptions and reshaping my understanding of trust and betrayal. I sought solace in therapy, grappling with the emotional fallout of infidelity and divorce under the guidance of a compassionate counselor who helped me navigate the complex terrain of grief and healing. Through it all, Emma remained my anchor, a constant reminder of the love and responsibility that bound us together. Her resilience and innocence offered me a glimmer of hope amidst the wreckage of our family, prompting me to forge ahead with renewed determination and purpose. As the final divorce decree arrived in the mail, I felt a strange mixture of relief and sorrow wash over me. The legal dissolution of our marriage marked the end of a chapter in my life, but it also signaled a new beginning filled with possibilities yet to be discovered. I embraced the uncertainty of the future with cautious optimism, knowing that healing would take time, but trusting that I would emerge stronger and wiser from the crucible of betrayal and loss. In the quiet moments after Emma had fallen asleep, I allowed myself to imagine a future where happiness and fulfillment were once again within reach. I dared to envision a life where trust was rebuilt on a foundation of honesty and mutual respect, where the scars of the past served as a testament to resilience rather than a source of pain. As I closed my eyes and drifted into sleep, I whispered a silent prayer for the strength to forgive, to let go of the anger and bitterness that threatened to consume me. In the darkness, a faint glimmer of hope emerged, guiding me towards a future where love, in its truest form, awaited me just beyond the horizon. The months following the divorce were a time of rebuilding and rediscovery. With Emma by my side, I gradually began to piece together the fragments of my life that had been shattered by Jenny's betrayal. Therapy sessions became a lifeline, offering me a safe space to unpack the emotional baggage I had carried for so long. As Emma and I settled into a new routine, I focused on creating a stable and nurturing environment for her. Our weekends were filled with outings to the park, picnics by the lake, and bedtime stories that transported us to far-off lands. Her laughter and boundless curiosity were a balm to my wounded soul, reminding me of the joy that still existed amidst the pain. Work became a sanctuary of sorts, providing structure and purpose during moments of doubt and despair. I threw myself into projects with renewed vigor, channeling my energy into professional growth and achievement. Colleagues noticed the change in my demeanor, commenting on my newfound resilience and determination to move forward. Outside of work and parenting, I immersed myself in activities that brought me solace and fulfillment. Exercise became a daily ritual, providing an outlet for pent-up emotions and stress. Long walks in the early morning became a form of meditation, allowing me to clear my mind and gain perspective on the challenges I faced. Friends and family played an instrumental role in my healing journey, offering unwavering support and companionship during moments of vulnerability. Their reassurances and encouragement bolstered my spirits, reminding me that I was not alone in my quest for healing and renewal. Despite the progress I made, there were moments when the pain of Jenny's betrayal resurfaced with a vengeance. Random triggers, a familiar song on the radio, a scent that evoked memories of our time together, sent waves of sadness crashing over me, threatening to undo the fragile peace I had worked so hard to cultivate. Navigating co-parenting with Jenny was another hurdle in my journey towards healing. Our interactions remained cordial, yet strained, each conversation tinged with the remnants of unresolved emotions. We communicated primarily through text messages and emails, keeping our exchanges focused on Emma's well-being while carefully avoiding topics that could reignite old conflicts. As time passed, I found myself tentatively exploring the possibility of new beginnings. Casual dates and social outings gradually became a part of my life again, albeit with a guarded heart. I wrestled with feelings of guilt and uncertainty, grappling with the fear of being hurt again, while yearning for companionship and connection. Through it all, Emma remained my constant source of strength and inspiration. Her unwavering love and trust in me reaffirmed my sense of purpose as a father, motivating me to be the best possible role model for her. Together, we navigated the highs and lows of life after divorce, forging a bond that grew stronger with each passing day. As I reflected on the tumultuous chapters of my past, I found solace in the knowledge that I had emerged from the crucible of betrayal and loss with newfound resilience and wisdom. The scars of Jenny's infidelity served as a reminder of my capacity to endure and grow, transforming pain into a catalyst for personal transformation. In the quiet moments before bedtime, I would sit by Emma's side and marvel at the incredible journey we had embarked on together. Our lives had been forever altered by the events of the past, but in embracing the uncertainties of the future, I discovered a newfound sense of hope and possibility. As I looked ahead to the road stretching out before us, I knew that life would continue to unfold in unpredictable ways. The wounds of the past would heal with time, leaving behind a legacy of strength, resilience, and the enduring power of love to overcome even the darkest of moments. Life settled into a rhythm of routine and gradual healing. Emma thrived in her new schedule, splitting her time between my home and Jenny's. Co-parenting, though challenging, became more fluid as we established clear boundaries and communicated with a shared focus on Emma's well-being. My own healing journey continued to unfold, marked by moments of introspection and personal growth. Therapy sessions became less frequent, but no less impactful, guiding me through the complexities of forgiveness and self-discovery. I confronted lingering doubts and insecurities, unraveling the layers of hurt and betrayal that had shaped my view of relationships. With the passage of time, I found myself tentatively exploring new avenues of personal fulfillment. Hobbies I had neglected during my marriage, painting, photography, even cooking, became outlets for creativity and self-expression. I immersed myself in these activities with a newfound sense of purpose, rediscovering passions that had been overshadowed by the demands of married life. Social circles expanded as I reconnected with old friends and forged new connections. Casual gatherings and outings offered moments of laughter and camaraderie, reminding me of the joy of shared experiences. I navigated the dating scene cautiously, mindful of the lessons learned from past heartache, but open to the possibility of finding love again. Through it all, Emma remained my guiding light, her laughter and affection grounding me in the present moment. Our weekends together were filled with adventures and quiet moments of bonding, each shared experience strengthening the bond between us. I marveled at her resilience and optimism, grateful for the opportunity to witness her growth and development. Jenny's presence in my life continued to evolve, from a source of pain and resentment to a partner in co-parenting and mutual respect. Our interactions became more civil and cooperative as we focused on Emma's transitions between households and important milestones. Though the scars of betrayal lingered, I found solace in our shared commitment to providing Emma with a stable and loving upbringing. As the seasons changed and years passed, I found myself reflecting on the transformative journey that had led me to this moment. The wounds of Jenny's infidelity had healed into scars, reminders of the resilience that had carried me through the darkest days of my life. I embraced the complexities of forgiveness, understanding that closure came not from forgetting the past, but from accepting it as a part of my story. In quiet moments of solitude, I allowed myself to dream of a future filled with possibilities. Career aspirations took shape as I pursued new opportunities for growth and professional fulfillment. Relationships, once fraught with uncertainty, bloomed into meaningful connections built on trust, honesty, and mutual respect. Emma continued to be my greatest source of joy and inspiration, her laughter echoing through the halls of our home like a melody of hope and resilience. Together, we navigated the ebb and flow of life's challenges, drawing strength from the unbreakable bond forged in the aftermath of heartache. As I looked ahead to the horizon stretching out before us, I embraced the uncertainties of the future with courage and optimism. The scars of betrayal had faded into the tapestry of my past, leaving behind a legacy of resilience, growth, and the enduring power of love to heal even the deepest wounds. Life had settled into a new normal, one defined by healing, growth, and the steady rhythm of daily routines. Emma, now a lively and inquisitive 8-year-old, continued to be the center of my world. Our weekends together were filled with laughter, adventures to the park, and occasional baking sessions that often ended with flour-covered faces and fits of giggles. Co-parenting with Jenny had evolved into a smoother, more predictable routine. We communicated primarily through text messages and emails, coordinating Emma's schedule and sharing updates on her school activities and milestones. While our interactions remained civil and focused on Emma, there was an unspoken understanding of the emotional distance that had grown between us. Professionally, I had found renewed purpose and satisfaction. A promotion at work had brought new challenges and responsibilities, allowing me to channel my energy into meaningful projects and professional development. The sense of accomplishment bolstered my confidence and reaffirmed my decision to prioritize career growth alongside my responsibilities as a father. Outside of work, I continued to explore new hobbies and interests. Photography had become a passion, capturing moments of beauty and serenity in everyday life. I spent weekends hiking in nearby trails, capturing landscapes that spoke to the tranquility and resilience I had cultivated in my own journey of healing. In the realm of relationships, I approached cautiously, but with a newfound openness to possibilities. Casual dates had evolved into meaningful connections with individuals who shared my values and aspirations. While I remained guarded with my heart, I embraced the companionship and camaraderie that came with forging new bonds. Therapy sessions had become less frequent, but no less valuable. I continued to delve into the complexities of forgiveness and self-discovery, confronting lingering doubts and insecurities with a renewed sense of clarity. The scars of Jenny's betrayal had faded into the background, replaced by a profound sense of self-awareness and resilience. As Emma navigated the challenges of growing up, I found myself grappling with the complexities of single parenthood. Discussions about school, friendships, and her evolving interests became opportunities for shared growth and learning. I marveled at her intelligence and compassion, finding solace in the knowledge that despite the challenges we had faced as a family, Emma was thriving in ways that surpassed my wildest dreams. The passage of time brought with it moments of reflection and introspection. I revisited old journals and photographs, tracing the arc of my journey from heartbreak to healing. Each milestone, from the painful realization of Jenny's betrayal to the gradual rebuilding of my life, became a testament to resilience and the enduring power of love. As I looked ahead to the future, I embraced the uncertainties with a sense of hope and optimism. The wounds of the past had healed into scars that bore witness to my strength and perseverance. I knew that life would continue to unfold in unpredictable ways, but I faced the challenges with courage and conviction, guided by the unwavering love of my daughter and the lessons learned from the depths of heartache. In quiet moments before bedtime, I would sit with Emma and share stories of our journey together. Her laughter and curiosity filled our home with warmth, a constant reminder of the love that had carried us through the darkest days. Together, we embraced the possibilities of tomorrow, knowing that our bond would forever be a beacon of hope and resilience in the face of adversity. Life had settled into a steady rhythm, but unexpected events have a way of disrupting even the most stable routines. It was a crisp autumn afternoon when I received a phone call that would once again alter the course of my life. The voice on the other end belonged to Jenny's sister, Sarah. Her tone was urgent, yet tinged with apprehension, as if she were hesitant to impart the news she carried. My heart quickened with a mixture of concern and curiosity as Sarah hesitated before finally delivering the unexpected revelation. "Jenny's been diagnosed with cancer," she said quietly, her words hanging heavy in the air. The news hit me like a sledgehammer, the weight of it crushing the fragile peace I had worked so hard to cultivate. Cancer, a word steeped in fear and uncertainty, now intruding into our lives with merciless clarity. Sarah explained that Jenny had been experiencing persistent symptoms for months before seeking medical advice. The diagnosis had come as a shock to all who knew her, revealing a silent battle that Jenny had been fighting alone. I struggled to reconcile this new reality with the woman I had once loved, grappling with a surge of conflicting emotions. Despite the bitterness that lingered from our past, Jenny's illness awakened a dormant sense of compassion within me. The instinct to protect Emma and shield her from the pain of losing her mother overshadowed any lingering resentment. I found myself navigating a maze of emotions, from anger and disbelief to empathy and sorrow, as I processed the gravity of Jenny's diagnosis. In the weeks that followed, Emma became my anchor amidst the storm of uncertainty. Together, we visited Jenny in the hospital, where the sterile corridors echoed with the hum of machines and the hushed murmurs of medical staff. Jenny greeted us with a weary smile, her once vibrant spirit dimmed by the weight of her illness. Conversations with Jenny were strained at first, filled with unspoken regrets and uncharted territories. We tiptoed around the elephant in the room, the fractured remnants of our past, focusing instead on Emma's well-being and the practicalities of navigating treatment options and medical decisions. As Jenny underwent chemotherapy and radiation treatments, I assumed a more active role in Emma's life, balancing my responsibilities as a single parent with the demands of supporting Jenny through her illness. Our weekends together became a blend of comforting routines and moments of shared vulnerability, as Emma and I sought solace in each other's company. The emotional toll of Jenny's illness was palpable, permeating every aspect of our lives with a sense of fragility and impermanence. I grappled with feelings of guilt and sorrow, questioning whether I had done enough to support Jenny during our tumultuous years together. Therapy sessions offered a safe space to unpack these complex emotions, guiding me through the stages of grief and acceptance. Despite the complexities of our past, Jenny's illness prompted moments of reconciliation and healing. We shared memories of happier times, vacations by the beach, Emma's first day of school, milestones that had once defined our shared journey as a family. Through tearful conversations and heartfelt apologies, we found a fragile semblance of closure amidst the uncertainty of what lay ahead. As the seasons changed and Jenny's condition fluctuated, I found myself grappling with the fragility of life and the fleeting nature of second chances. Emma, wise beyond her years, offered comfort in her simple acceptance of the present moment. Together we navigated the uncharted territory of illness and recovery, drawing strength from the love that bound us together as a family. In the quiet moments before sleep, I allowed myself to hope for Jenny's recovery, for reconciliation and forgiveness, and for a future where healing and redemption were possible. The journey ahead remained uncertain, but I faced it with a newfound sense of resilience and compassion, guided by the unwavering love of my daughter and the lessons learned from the depths of adversity. Life had become a delicate balance of hope and uncertainty in the wake of Jenny's illness. Days blurred together as Emma and I navigated the ebb and flow of hospital visits, treatment regimens, and the emotional weight of confronting mortality. Jenny's resilience in the face of adversity was both inspiring and heartbreaking. Despite the toll of chemotherapy and its accompanying side effects, she approached each day with a quiet determination that spoke volumes of her strength. Our conversations, once fraught with unresolved emotions, evolved into moments of shared vulnerability and mutual support. As Jenny's primary caregiver, I juggled the demands of work and parenting with the responsibilities of accompanying her to medical appointments and advocating for her care. The hospital corridors became familiar territory, their sterile walls a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the resilience of the human spirit. Emma, wise beyond her years, embraced her role as her mother's cheerleader and source of comfort. She brought drawings and handmade cards to Jenny, filling the hospital room with bursts of color and heartfelt messages of love and encouragement. Their bond deepened amidst the challenges they faced together, weaving a tapestry of strength and compassion that inspired me each day. Outside of the hospital, life continued with its relentless pace. Work provided a semblance of normalcy amidst the chaos, offering a distraction from the emotional upheaval that had become our new reality. Colleagues and friends rallied around me, offering support and understanding as I navigated the complexities of balancing caregiving with professional responsibilities. Therapy sessions became a lifeline once again, providing a safe space to process the overwhelming emotions that threatened to engulf me. The counselor's gentle guidance helped me confront feelings of guilt and regret, encouraging me to forgive myself for perceived shortcomings and embrace the complexities of love and loss. As Jenny's treatment progressed, we dared to hope for moments of reprieve and signs of progress. Each round of chemotherapy brought its own set of challenges, from the physical toll on Jenny's body to the emotional roller coaster of anticipating scan results and medical updates. We celebrated small victories, a day without nausea, a brief respite from pain, with a mixture of gratitude and cautious optimism. Amidst the uncertainty, Jenny and I found moments of reconciliation and healing. We revisited memories of our shared past with a newfound tenderness, acknowledging the mistakes and misunderstandings that had once driven us apart. Apologies were exchanged, forgiveness granted, and a sense of closure embraced as we navigated the complexities of illness and recovery together. In the quiet moments before sleep, I wrestled with the weight of my emotions and the fear of an uncertain future. The fear of losing Jenny lurked in the shadows of my mind, a constant reminder of the fragility of life and the fleeting nature of time. Emma's unwavering optimism and resilience offered a beacon of hope amidst the darkness, reminding me of the power of love to transcend even the most devastating of circumstances. As I looked ahead to the road stretching out before us, I embraced the uncertainties with courage and determination. The journey of illness and recovery had tested our bonds and reshaped our perspectives, leaving behind a legacy of strength, resilience, and the enduring power of love to sustain us through life's greatest challenges. The days blurred together in a kaleidoscope of hospital visits, medical consultations, and the quiet hum of life continuing outside the confines of Jenny's hospital room. The oncologist's words echoed in my mind like a refrain, a stark reminder of the gravity of Jenny's condition and the uncertain path that lay ahead. As Jenny underwent treatment, I assumed a more active role in Emma's daily life, striving to maintain a sense of normalcy amidst the chaos. Our routine became a delicate dance of school drop-offs, playdates with friends, and quiet evenings spent together at home. Emma's resilience continued to astound me, her laughter and boundless energy offering moments of solace in the midst of uncertainty. Outside of caregiving duties, I found solace in familiar routines and activities that offered a temporary respite from the weight of worry. Long walks in the park became a form of meditation, allowing me to clear my mind and gain perspective on the challenges we faced. Photography remained a passion, capturing fleeting moments of beauty and resilience in the world around me. Therapy sessions provided a safe space to process the complex emotions that accompanied Jenny's illness. I confronted feelings of guilt and inadequacy, questioning whether I had done enough to support her through the tumultuous years of our marriage. The counselor's gentle guidance encouraged me to acknowledge the limitations of my control and embrace the power of acceptance and forgiveness. In the hospital, Jenny's resilience shone through in moments of quiet strength and determination. Despite the physical toll of treatment, she remained steadfast in her commitment to fighting the illness that threatened to overshadow our lives. Our conversations became more candid and heartfelt as we navigated the uncharted territory of illness and recovery with a shared sense of vulnerability and mutual understanding. Emma's presence provided a sense of continuity amidst the upheaval of Jenny's illness. Her artwork adorned the hospital walls, a testament to her unwavering love and support for her mother. I marveled at her maturity and compassion, grateful for the opportunity to witness her growth and resilience in the face of adversity. As weeks turned into months, Jenny's condition fluctuated with the ebb and flow of treatment. There were moments of progress, a reduction in tumor size, a temporary reprieve from pain, that filled us with cautious optimism. Yet each setback reminded us of the fragility of hope and the unpredictability of illness. Navigating the complexities of illness and caregiving tested our bonds as a family, challenging us to confront uncomfortable truths and embrace moments of vulnerability. Jenny and I found ourselves revisiting unresolved emotions and acknowledging the impact of our shared history on our present circumstances. Apologies were exchanged, forgiveness sought, and a fragile sense of reconciliation embraced amidst the uncertainty of what lay ahead. In the quiet moments before sleep, I grappled with the weight of my emotions and the fear of an uncertain future. The fear of losing Jenny loomed large, a constant reminder of the fragility of life and the fleeting nature of time. Emma's unwavering optimism and resilience continued to offer a beacon of hope amidst the darkness, reminding me of the power of love to transcend even the most devastating of circumstances. As I looked ahead to the road stretching out before us, I embraced the uncertainties with courage and determination. The journey of illness and recovery had tested our bonds and reshaped our perspectives, leaving behind a legacy of strength, resilience, and the enduring power of love to sustain us through life's greatest challenges. Life had settled into a fragile balance, defined by the ebb and flow of Jenny's illness and the resilient spirit that bound our family together. Days blended into one another, marked by hospital visits, consultations with doctors, and the unspoken weight of uncertainty that hung in the air. Jenny's strength continued to inspire me as she navigated the challenges of chemotherapy and its relentless toll on her body. Her resolve remained unwavering, a testament to her determination to fight for every moment with Emma and me. Our conversations became more poignant as we confronted the realities of illness and the shared history that had shaped our journey together. Emma, wise beyond her years, became a pillar of support for both her mother and me. Her laughter echoed through hospital corridors, a beacon of hope amidst the sterile surroundings that had become all too familiar. Together, we forged moments of normalcy amidst the chaos, celebrating small victories and cherishing the simple joys that brought light to our darkest days. Outside of caregiving duties, I sought solace in familiar routines and activities that offered respite from the weight of worry. Photography became a form of therapy, capturing fleeting moments of beauty and resilience in the world around me. Long walks in the park provided moments of solitude and reflection, allowing me to process the complex emotions that accompanied Jenny's illness. Therapy sessions remained a vital lifeline, offering a safe space to confront feelings of guilt, anger, and grief. The counselor's gentle guidance encouraged me to embrace the complexities of forgiveness and acceptance, recognizing the limitations of my control amidst the uncertainty of Jenny's prognosis. Each session brought clarity and insight, paving the way for moments of reconciliation and healing. As weeks turned into months, Jenny's condition continued to fluctuate with the ebb and flow of treatment. There were moments of progress, a decrease in tumor size, a temporary respite from pain, that filled us with cautious optimism. Yet each setback served as a stark reminder of the fragility of hope and the unpredictability of illness. Navigating the complexities of illness and caregiving tested our bonds as a family, challenging us to confront uncomfortable truths and embrace moments of vulnerability. Jenny and I found ourselves revisiting unresolved emotions and acknowledging the impact of our shared history on our present circumstances. Apologies were exchanged, forgiveness sought, and a fragile sense of reconciliation embraced amidst the uncertainty of what lay ahead. In the quiet moments before sleep, I grappled with the weight of my emotions and the fear of an uncertain future. The fear of losing Jenny loomed large, a constant reminder of the fragility of life and the fleeting nature of time. Emma's unwavering optimism and resilience continued to offer a beacon of hope amidst the darkness, reminding me of the power of love to transcend even the most devastating of circumstances. As I looked ahead to the road stretching out before us, I embraced the uncertainties with courage and determination. The journey of illness and recovery had tested our bonds and reshaped our perspectives, leaving behind a legacy of strength, resilience, and the enduring power of love to sustain us through life's greatest challenges. The weeks turned into a relentless cycle of hospital stays, treatments, and the emotional turmoil that accompanied Jenny's deteriorating health. Each day seemed to blend into the next, marked by moments of hope and despair that defined our new reality. Jenny's condition had reached a critical stage, her body weakened by the aggressive treatments meant to combat the relentless progression of cancer. Medical consultations became more somber, discussions veiled in the language of statistics and probabilities that offered little comfort amidst the harsh reality we faced. As Emma and I navigated the complexities of caregiving, our roles as her support system became more pronounced. Emma, despite her tender age, exhibited a maturity and compassion beyond her years. She brought light to Jenny's darkest moments with her infectious laughter and unwavering optimism, a constant reminder of the resilience that bound our family together. Outside the hospital walls, life continued with its relentless pace. Work provided a temporary distraction from the weight of worry, offering moments of respite amidst the chaos. Colleagues and friends rallied around me, offering support and understanding as I balanced the demands of caregiving with professional responsibilities. Therapy sessions remained a source of solace and reflection, guiding me through the tumultuous emotions that threatened to overwhelm. The counselor's gentle guidance encouraged me to confront feelings of guilt and regret, urging me to forgive myself for perceived shortcomings and embrace the complexities of love and loss. In the quiet moments before sleep, I found myself grappling with the weight of my emotions and the fear of an uncertain future. The fear of losing Jenny loomed large, a constant reminder of the fragility of life and the fleeting nature of time. Emma's unwavering optimism and resilience continued to offer a beacon of hope amidst the darkness, reminding me of the power of love to transcend even the most devastating of circumstances. As I looked ahead to the road stretching out before us, I embraced the uncertainties with courage and determination. The journey of illness and recovery had tested our bonds and reshaped our perspectives, leaving behind a legacy of strength, resilience, and the enduring power of love to sustain us through life's greatest challenges. I woke up to the sound of rain tapping against the window, a rhythmic reminder of the world outside. The hospital room was dimly lit, the soft glow of the bedside lamp casting shadows on Jenny's face as she slept. Her breathing was shallow and labored, a stark contrast to the vibrant woman I had once known. The past weeks had blurred into a haze of medical consultations, treatment options, and the unspoken understanding that time was slipping through our fingers. Jenny's condition had worsened despite the aggressive treatments, leaving us clinging to fragile threads of hope and grappling with the inevitability of what lay ahead. Emma sat quietly beside her mother's bed, her small hand intertwined with Jenny's as she read aloud from a favorite storybook. Her voice, a gentle murmur amidst the steady drumming of rain, filled the room with a sense of tranquility and warmth. It was a moment of quiet intimacy amidst the chaos of hospital life, a reminder of the bond that united us as a family. Outside the hospital room, the world continued with its relentless pace. Colleagues and friends offered words of support and gestures of kindness, their presence a comforting reminder that we were not alone in our struggle. Meals arrived at irregular intervals, delivered by compassionate volunteers who understood the toll that illness took on both body and spirit. Therapy sessions had become a lifeline, providing a safe space to confront the complex emotions that accompanied Jenny's declining health. The counselor's gentle guidance encouraged me to embrace the inevitability of loss, urging me to find solace in the moments of love and connection that defined our shared journey. As days turned into nights, Jenny's presence became a fragile beacon of strength amidst the uncertainty of what lay ahead. We shared moments of quiet reflection and unspoken understanding, our conversations filled with a depth of emotion that transcended words. Apologies were exchanged, forgiveness granted, and a sense of peace embraced as we navigated the final chapters of Jenny's life together. In the quiet moments before sleep, I found myself grappling with the weight of my emotions and the fear of an uncertain future. The fear of losing Jenny loomed large, a constant reminder of the fragility of life and the fleeting nature of time. Emma's unwavering optimism and resilience continued to offer a beacon of hope amidst the darkness, reminding me of the power of love to transcend even the most devastating of circumstances. As I looked ahead to the road stretching out before us, I embraced the uncertainties with courage and determination. The journey of illness and recovery had tested our bonds and reshaped our perspectives, leaving behind a legacy of strength, resilience, and the enduring power of love to sustain us through life's greatest challenges. I found myself sitting in the quiet solitude of Jenny's hospital room, the hum of medical equipment providing a steady backdrop to my thoughts. It was early morning, the soft light filtering through the curtains casting a gentle glow on Jenny's sleeping form. Her breathing was labored but steady, a testament to the fragile balance of life and the resilience she had shown throughout her illness. In the weeks since Jenny's condition had taken a turn for the worse, our days had been defined by a quiet sense of acceptance and a deepening awareness of the inevitable. Medical consultations had become more frequent, each visit bringing with it a renewed sense of urgency and a somber acknowledgement of the limitations of modern medicine. Emma had taken on the role of her mother's constant companion, her youthful energy and unwavering optimism providing moments of lightness amidst the heaviness that pervaded our lives. She brought drawings and handwritten notes to Jenny, filling the hospital room with bursts of color and heartfelt messages of love and encouragement. Their bond had deepened amidst the challenges they faced together, forming a resilient foundation of support and companionship. Outside the hospital walls, life continued with its relentless pace. Work had taken a back seat as I prioritized spending precious moments with Jenny and Emma. Each day, an opportunity to create lasting memories and find moments of peace amidst the turmoil. Colleagues and friends rallied around us, offering support and understanding as we navigated the complexities of grief and loss. Therapy sessions had become a lifeline once again, providing a safe space to process the overwhelming emotions that threatened to engulf me. The counselor's gentle guidance encouraged me to embrace the complexities of saying goodbye, urging me to find solace in the knowledge that Jenny's legacy would endure through the love and memories we shared. As Jenny's condition continued to deteriorate, our conversations became more intimate and profound. We revisited memories of our shared past with a newfound tenderness, acknowledging the joys and challenges that had defined our journey together. Apologies were exchanged, forgiveness granted, and a sense of peace embraced as we navigated the final chapters of Jenny's life with courage and grace. In the quiet moments before sleep, I found myself reflecting on the depth of my love for Jenny and the impact she had made on my life. The fear of losing her loomed large, a constant reminder of the fragility of life and the preciousness of each moment we were given. Emma's resilience continued to offer a beacon of hope amidst the darkness, reminding me of the strength and resilience that defined our family. As I looked ahead to the road stretching out before us, I found comfort in the knowledge that Jenny's love would always be with us, guiding us through life's greatest challenges and sustaining us through moments of joy and sorrow. The journey of illness and recovery had tested our bonds and reshaped our perspectives, leaving behind a legacy of strength, resilience, and the enduring power of love to transcend even the most devastating of circumstances. The room was hushed, permeated by the soft beeping of medical monitors and the gentle whisper of distant voices in the hospital hallway. It was late evening, and the dim light filtering through the curtains cast a tranquil ambiance over Jenny's room. She lay still on the bed, her breathing shallow and labored, her face a mask of serenity amidst the quiet struggle of her body. Emma sat beside her mother, her hand resting lightly on Jenny's frail fingers. Her presence was a source of quiet strength, her gaze unwavering as she watched over her mother with a mixture of love and sorrow. She had grown so much in the past months, her innocence tempered by the weight of illness and the reality of loss. I stood by the window, staring out into the night sky dotted with stars. Thoughts raced through my mind, memories of our life together intertwined with fears of an uncertain future. Jenny and I had shared so much, laughter, dreams, and the challenges that had tested our love. Now, as I faced the prospect of a life without her, I struggled to find solace in the memories we had created. Medical visits had become routine, each one bringing a renewed sense of helplessness as we confronted the stark reality of Jenny's deteriorating health. The doctor's words were measured and compassionate, their prognosis a quiet acknowledgement of the limits of medical science and the inevitability of Jenny's journey. Outside the hospital walls, life continued with its relentless pace. Colleagues and friends offered words of comfort and gestures of support, their presence a reminder of the community that surrounded us in our time of need. Meals arrived at irregular intervals, delivered by kind souls who understood the toll that illness took on both body and spirit. Therapy sessions remained a lifeline, providing a safe space to navigate the overwhelming emotions that threatened to consume me. The counselor's gentle guidance encouraged me to embrace the complexities of grief, urging me to find strength in the love and memories Jenny had left behind. As days turned into nights, Jenny's presence became a fragile thread that bound us together. We shared moments of quiet reflection and unspoken understanding, our conversations filled with a depth of emotion that transcended words. Apologies were exchanged, forgiveness granted, and a sense of peace embraced as we navigated the final chapters of Jenny's life with courage and grace. In the quiet moments before sleep, I found myself grappling with the weight of my emotions and the fear of an uncertain future. The fear of losing Jenny loomed large, a constant reminder of the fragility of life and the fleeting nature of time. Emma's unwavering optimism and resilience continued to offer a beacon of hope amidst the darkness, reminding me of the strength and resilience that defined our family. As I looked ahead to the road stretching out before us, I found comfort in the knowledge that Jenny's love would always be with us, guiding us through life's greatest challenges and sustaining us through moments of joy and sorrow. The journey of illness and recovery had tested our bonds and reshaped our perspectives, leaving behind a legacy of strength, resilience, and the enduring power of love to transcend even the most devastating of circumstances. The morning dawned with a soft glow filtering through the curtains of Jenny's hospital room. I woke to the rhythmic beeping of monitors and the gentle rise and fall of her chest as she slept. It had been a night of restless thoughts and quiet contemplation, the weight of our shared journey pressing heavily on my mind. Jenny's condition had reached a delicate balance, her strength waning against the relentless progression of her illness. Each day seemed to blend into the next, marked by moments of hope intertwined with the stark realities of her declining health. Medical consultations had become a regular occurrence, their outcomes a sobering reminder of the fragility of life and the limits of medical intervention. Emma remained a steadfast presence by her mother's side, her youthful resilience a source of comfort and strength amidst the uncertainty. She had grown wise beyond her years, her understanding of illness tempered by the tender care she provided to Jenny. Together, they navigated the challenges of each day with grace and courage, finding solace in their shared love and unwavering bond. Outside the confines of the hospital room, life continued with its relentless pace. Work provided a temporary distraction from the weight of worry, offering moments of respite amidst the emotional turmoil. Colleagues and friends offered support in various forms, their gestures of kindness a testament to the community that surrounded us in our time of need. Therapy sessions remained a vital lifeline, providing a safe space to confront the complex emotions that accompanied Jenny's declining health. The counselor's gentle guidance encouraged me to embrace the inevitability of loss, urging me to find strength in the memories we had created and the love that had sustained us through the darkest of times. As days turned into weeks, Jenny's presence became a beacon of courage amidst the uncertainty of what lay ahead. We shared moments of quiet reflection and unspoken understanding, our conversations filled with a depth of emotion that transcended words. Together, we revisited cherished memories and found solace in the knowledge that our love would endure beyond the confines of illness. In the quiet moments before sleep, I found myself grappling with the weight of my emotions and the fear of an uncertain future. The fear of losing Jenny loomed large, a constant reminder of the fragility of life and the fleeting nature of time. Yet, Emma's unwavering optimism and resilience continued to offer a beacon of hope amidst the darkness, reminding me of the strength and resilience that defined our family. As I looked ahead to the road stretching out before us, I found comfort in the knowledge that Jenny's love would always be with us, guiding us through life's greatest challenges and sustaining us through moments of joy and sorrow. The journey of illness and recovery had tested our bonds and reshaped our perspectives, leaving behind a legacy of strength, resilience, and the enduring power of love to transcend even the most devastating of circumstances.